Hey everyone, it's the Tides Changing here, and welcome to part 1 of my new Generations Let's Play. I am so excited to be starting this Let's Play, but it will be a bit different than most Generation Let's Plays, so I have to explain a few things before we get started with it. So, you guys might be wondering why there is a couple on the thumbnail, but here we have the girl from the thumbnail and some other Sims who are actually her family. And also you might be wondering why they are all wearing retro style clothing. So the first thing is that this Let's Play isn't starting off in the modern day. We are actually starting it out in 1950s America, and I will be moving up through the decades and will hopefully get up to the 2010s and who knows, maybe beyond if things go well enough. I plan to base when their ages change, or when the decades change off of the Sims ages. And what I was thinking was, for example, making the time between when, she turns into a young adult be one decade, and then maybe the time from when, however old their child is, till they become a young adult another decade. Because realistically, from the time when a child is born until they become a young adult, that's about 2 decades. So that's kind of what I want to have it be in this Let's Play. And, I feel like if I made it by generation, it would, you spend too long in one decade and it'd be a little bit boring. So I think this way it'll be about 10 to 15 parts per decade, which I think it'll be really fun. And it's something that I actually haven't seen done before. And, I thought of this idea a couple of months ago, and I have been excited ever since I thought of this. I've been so excited about starting this Let's Play. I kept saying that on Twitter that I was just really excited about this idea I have, and this was the idea that I had. And the world that we were playing this in is called Forever the 50s, and it's by Auntie Lynn's and the Sims 3 Creators Consortium. And it's a really cool world, and I'll show you some of the fun things in it over the course of this Let's Play. And let me just take you out into the, world overview here. And it's got all of the late night bars in it. I think I've seen just about all of them, and they're all, of course, 50s themes. It got some cool things like a city church and parks. And it's just a really cool little world, and I will of course put a link to that in the description. And it's a little slow because I just installed it, so it's still, my computer's still kind of loading things. But this sim here is Lucille Bollinger. I was kind of thinking Lucille Ball, but I didn't want to actually name the sim Lucille Ball, so I just said Bollinger. And she is one of the 2 main Sims that we'll be playing with, because of course our 2 main Sims will be a couple, because it's a Generations Let's Play. And with her is the rest of her family. She was made using Lucy from Stepho Sims Naughty Nice Create Sim, and I'll put a link to that video in the description so you guys can see what she originally looked like. I didn't really change that much, I just kind of changed the color of her hair and her hair itself. I also made some adjustments to her eyes and gave her freckles, so not a huge change, and of course changed her clothes to be 50s themed. And the retro clothes that I got off, I found them all off of a Tumblr called Dottie's Closet, I think it was, and I'll put a link to that in the description too in case you guys want some retro themed clothing for your Sims as well. And I intend to follow the social standards of the decade the Sims are in as best I can, and this brings me to why we have Lucille living with her family rather than with her boyfriend. So Lucille recently graduated from high school and turned 18, and she has been in a relationship with her boyfriend Stanley Yates, who we will meet him later this part, but he's right here in her relationship bar. We'll meet him later in this part. And they've been together since their first year of high school, and they hope to get married someday soon. But 1950s America was a more conservative time. This was a decade where it was taboo to even show a couple sharing the same bed on TV. So living together before marriage was not done. So these 2 will not be living together until they're married, and until then, they will be living with their families, and I will alternate between the families in each part. So we're starting off with her family this part, and next part I will be playing the Yates family. And I plan to research on social standards and fashion trends during each decade since I'm not 100% sure on them, so I want to make sure I know what I'm doing as best as I can. And I think this will be a really fun Let's Play. Like I said, it'll be different than most Generations Let's Plays because of this. And I don't know, maybe some of you guys will learn a few things from it. I know I'll probably learn some new things about the past from it. But now I'm going to talk a little bit more about Lucille and who exactly she is. So her traits are shy, excitable, natural cook, green thumb, and nurturing. She does someday hope to have a lot of kids. Her lifetime wishes to be surrounded by family, so she wants to raise 5 children from babies to teenagers, so of course she will be having a lot of kids. And she will be a stay-at-home mother since, this is the 1950s. Women typically stayed at home and, were homemakers. And she has, like, as I just said, she has a green thumb and natural cook traits, so I might have her become self-employed in the gardening career. So, she can garden and then use the food that she grows in order to cook for her family. I probably will have someone do the daycare profession eventually, but it's not going to be her. It'll maybe be in like a future generation, but she'll just be a stay-at-home mom who, makes some money off of gardening. And this is her dad right here, George Bollinger. Let me get... He is... Actually, I should probably tab it so you can see him a little bit better, but I think you can kind of see the resemblance. But he is shy, she gets her shyness from him. He is family-oriented, has a green thumb, so, she gets her gardening skills from him. He is ambitious and friendly, and he wants to be a world-renowned surgeon. And over here is her mother, Elise Bollinger. And she is a natural cook, that's where Lucille gets her cooking abilities from. Excitable, hot-headed, nurturing, and frugal. So, she gets some traits from each of her parents. And over here we have Alice Bollinger, who is Lucille's younger sister, and let me see if I can get her to move a little bit so you can see her better. But here is Lucille Bollinger, or not Lucille, this is Alice Bollinger, and she is rebellious, family-oriented, genius, and virtuoso. So she loves her family, but she's got a little bit of a rebellious streak. And over here we have Lucille's younger brother, Junior, and he is a couch potato, neat, and a mooch, so he's always trying to get cash off of his siblings and parents. So the Bollinger family is your average middle-class family. They aren't the richest, but they have what they need to live comfortably. Lucille's whole family loves Stanley, because if you go through their relationships, they're all friends with him. They all really, really like him. But anyway, Lucille's whole family loves him, and they're so happy that she has someone to settle down with and start a family with right out of high school. And Lucille loves Stanley, but sometimes wonders if her family loves him more. She isn't sure if settling down and starting a family right out of high school is exactly what she wants. She wants a big family, but she's not sure that she wants it right away this young. But she feels like it's what she needs to do to make her family happy, and also because it is what is expected of her. Because, in the 50s, it was more likely for, people to get married and have kids right after high school. People tend to have kids a lot younger than they do now. And like I said, we will meet the Yates family in the next part, and you will hear their side of the story and also learn more about them and their background. But now that I talked for about 10 minutes about this family, we will actually get to a little gameplay. Alright, so I'm going to have her go on a date with Stanley, so you can meet him and, see some of the sights around the town. And I'm going to try and keep to the, technology of the time as best I can. Unfortunately, the cell phones that they have kind of ruined that, because they didn't have cell phones in the 50s, but there's not a whole lot I can do about that. They're not going to have computers for a while. I might get them, a TV soon, but it'll just be the cheap, crappy TV. I don't know why I went out there. But let's go ask him out on a date. I can show you one of those nightlife clubs that are around here, and you can meet him. So this part probably won't be too long since it's more of an introductory part, and the second part will be as well. So let's go... let's see. I don't know why it looks like this. So let's go to the Home Run Bar and Grill. I think that's like the sports lounge. So let's check this out. This is just a really cool world. Like, I was looking around and I was really impressed by all the detail that was in it. So I'm really excited to explore it a bit more over the course of this Let's Play. So now we're gonna get to meet Stanley. And with both of these Sims, I was kind of going for more of an innocent, youthful kind of a look. They're not, neither of them are, bad kids. She's not a bad girl, he's not a bad guy. They're just very, clean and innocent looking. So yeah, like I said, this world's running a little bit slower than things usually do, just because it's new and I haven't played it a whole lot. So it's just kind of loading. It's just kind of taking a little bit longer to load things. So here we are at the Home Run Bar and Grill. And now it's loaded. I actually haven't looked at this yet, so I'm kind of excited to check it out. So I'm not sure where Stanley is. Oh, and also another cool thing about this world is that it has some celebrities from the 50s around it. So there's actually, you know, Fonzie and Marilyn Monroe and Doris Day and some of the other characters from Happy Days. It's really cool, you know, so we'll run into some of them. So I don't think these, I'm not sure if these are any celebrities in here. But let's wait for her guy to show up. And hopefully he comes along soon. And things are going to move pretty quick with these two. You know, it's not going to be too long before they get married and have kids. Because like I said, why is he in his, oh, that kind of sucks. He's in his graduation clothes. I kind of wanted to show out the, you know, 50 style clothes that I had for him, but oh well. But yeah, that's, let me show you him really quick. This is her guy, Stanley Yates. He's a pretty handsome guy. You know, they're a good-looking couple. So I kind of wish we could make him change out of this, but let's have them flirt a bit. And we can never do the heat of a moment kiss. So she needs some more friends too. She has like, you know, one best friend here, but other than that, she doesn't really know anyone. So she also needs to make some new friends. And there, why is there a TV there? I didn't look around this world enough. I'm not exactly sure why there's so many TVs everywhere. But let's just ignore that. I might go in, you know, go into Edit Town and delete that because I don't really like there being a TV in a 50 themes bar. I don't think there's an upstairs. No, there isn't. Kind of wanted to play shuffleboard, but this guy's playing. Let's just have her join. And I really like this dress. It's really pretty. Like I said, I found it on that Dottie's Closet Tumblr. I think it was. I got it off of the Sims resource though. So she's playing that. I keep forgetting that I can't control Stanley. Where is he? So he's over there getting a drink. You know, let's have her get a drink. Spline reticulator. Yeah, so really this is just a really cool world. And I was so glad when I found that, because I was like I kind of need a world that's set in the 50s, you know, because I can't have Sims walking around in modern day clothes and, you know, say that the world's in the 50s. So I just googled 50s Sims 3 world and this popped up and I was like, oh man, that is perfect. And I was originally thinking about doing this in Roaring Heights, but the problem with Roaring Heights is that really it's set in the 20s, and I feel like it wouldn't work as well to, you know, have it be the 90s and still be playing in Roaring Heights because it has that Art Deco theme that doesn't really age that well. So this is just a lot better of a world for that. And it looks like he joined her now. Oh, it looks like Lucy's starting to get sick. Oh. But is he playing with her? Kind of want him to play with her. Yeah, so unfortunately, not a whole lot is going to happen during this part because, you know, this, like I said, this is the introductory part just to, you know, talk about what I'm going to be doing, and the next part is going to be introducing his family, like I said, and I think in the next part I'm going to have him propose to her, since, you know, we'll be playing as him. He'll take her somewhere nice and propose to her. And then they'll probably get married by the 4th or 5th part, and then, you know, start having kids shortly after that. So he's not. What is she doing? No, you should join him. And she's starting to get a little smelly. Yeah, I really wish he had shown up in this graduation gown. It's kind of ruined things. I really wanted to, you know, show you guys his outfit, but we'll have next time for that. And then we got this this guy here with the funky beehive kind of hairdo going on. I just love how everyone in this world is just dressed like it's the 50s, and that's actually this is actually Stanley's mother, Edith Yates. So, you know, we'll learn more about her and what she thinks of Lucille in the next part. But I think I'm actually going to wrap this up soon. You know, I want to keep this episode a little bit shorter. So, we're going to have him... Oh, whoops. Her. Why did I say him? We're going to have her say goodbye to him, but we'll have her give him a kiss first. So, let's do the... Let's just have her give a shy kiss. And, you know, I think I should take a picture of this. I really want to take more pictures during this Let's Play than I did during my World Adventures one. And, you know, really Generations Let's Play is a lot more picture-worthy, I guess. I mean, but let me get a picture of them. Like I keep saying, I really wish he wasn't in those graduation gowns, but oh well. So we are going to have her asked to leave the date. Yep, so that date went well. So yeah, we're gonna send her home, and I'm actually gonna end this here. You know, to keep it short as an introductory episode. I really hope you guys enjoy this new Let's Play. You know, I hope you guys like what I said I'll be doing with it. I think it's gonna be really fun. I'm really looking forward to getting more into it and getting through the generations. You know, I'm really excited to play in the 60s and the 70s, 80s, 90s. I'm just really excited to play with that and, you know, just style the Sims like they were in that generation. So yeah, hopefully you guys like this. You know, give it a thumbs up if you did. Let me know what you think of this in the comments. Thanks for watching, and bye!